Okay, today we're gonna hopefully do a little riding on Miss Lucille. Sarah got on her yesterday. I wasn't out here for the first time, and 2 days ago she was doing so good with the driving everything. I put Kurt up on her back, just lay across her, and we turned her in the stall half a dozen times. He got where he could get up and down on her without her flinching and running backwards and acting stupid. So now we're gonna put Sarah up on her. Just easy. Kurt will take her around the stall a few times. And we're going to go out in the paddock with her, and Kurt's going to be on his big pony horse. We'll go out in the paddock that she knows where we were driving her. And she'll be with the pony that she was with before when we ponied her down in the big field. Just give her a couple turns in the stall. Okay, not going to do anything fancy today. Again, just getting her confidence, getting her used to somebody being on her back. Probably do some jogging, some figure eighting. And we'll go up here and close the gate. Okay, the main thing we're trying to accomplish here is just get her used to, of course, somebody on her back, but also get her to keep up and not lay on the pony. Kurt said yesterday was the first time anybody had ridden her in a saddle, and he said she wanted to lay on the pony a little bit and get too close to him. So again, nothing fancy. She wants to lag back a little bit. She needs to learn to keep up. And this sounds odd when you're talking about race horses, but a big thing in these young horses is to keep them going forward. You know, they've got to learn to go forward when they're asked to go forward. Now we're going to make a right-hand turn. Do some figure eights where they learn to be supple going both directions. They spend 90% of their time turning left on the racetrack, but it's not a good thing to just saturate a horse's physique and going one way all the time. That's what's nice about having a farm down in Ocala where she go next, is having a private training center. They can gallop the wrong way, or they can make right-hand turns on some days. They also have a 1.5 mile gallop through the trees on the turf, which is absolutely beautiful and great, again, to keep it from becoming too monotonous. Okay, now they're just kind of reassuring her. They're petting on her head and rubbing on her just like we did before, except now Kurt took the lead shank off of her, so she's on her own now. And Sarah will try to walk her off and, you know, let her know she's on her own, but also we'll have the pony horse go with her. Again, just to give her confidence and to lead the way so that she knows what we want her to do. Further down their line, one of the things they have to learn, and this seems like a little thing, but on the racetrack, there's an etiquette where the breezers, or the horses working at full speed, are down on the rail, of course going counterclockwise like we do in America. The horses that are just galloping at a training speed are out in the middle of the track, and the walkers and joggers are going the wrong way on the outside rail. So what they have to learn to do is pass horses that are coming at them, and that's something we'll do later. We'll jog the pony at her, and we'll cross her both to the right and to the left, and figure eight with other horses coming head on to her. Because sometimes these horses that have been trained on the farm forget to do that. They get to the racetrack the first time with maybe 100 horses on the racetrack. They've never seen anything coming at them, and that's when they prop and spin and dump the rider and run back to the barn. That's not a good program. Okay, now they're going to try to go side by side, maybe do a little jogging, see if she'll keep up. You may recognize this left-hand turn coming up here. This is where where Kurt went skiing across the draw there. That downhill run is fixing to come up here when they turn left. Just goes downhill for about 30 or 40 yards. Let's see if Sarah can get her to keep up. You know, you just don't want to confuse them, but they've got to learn what the different commands are. I guess she'd rather not be with the paint horse right now. That's alright. I would rather have her quiet like this than too aggressive and crazy and spinning and jumping and fighting it. You can always speed them up. It's pretty tough to slow them down and take it out of them. Now she's jogging a little bit. That's what I want to see right there. That's what we want to see. It's perfect. Got to make the turn. That's Kurt and Sarah's daughter in the background in the peanut gallery making the noise. She's mad because nobody's paying attention to her. Now let's see how she does trotting down this hill. See if she keeps up this round. Here we go, coming up the stretch again. This seems to be where she has the most confidence. Of course, just like any horse, they all want to go fast going back to the barn. This is heading back to the gate and to the barn. They got to learn to go past that. Now we're going to come back the other way. We're going to go clockwise now.